Like this, right?
I'm trying.
Oh, right here?
No. This one. It's just that it's stuck. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that good right here before I lock it?
That's perfect.
Okay.
See, I don't know how to join a group on here.
I got you. Hold on.
Sometimes it works and then sometimes it doesn't.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, this right here.
Yeah, share the group. You didn't know that?
Sometimes it comes up. Maybe I take too long, so sometimes it doesn't. What you doing?
What group you going to?
Oh, this one.
What's that?
Yeah.
Friends
Friends
that.
tab.
Oh, what's that? You need to send me that.
I can't. It's a private group.
No, but it's under you.
Huh?
Under your Keena Inc. Send it through that.
How do you do that?
Just send it to my inbox, and I'll just go under there under Keena Inc.
I don't know why she always asks me these questions.
Okay, you're not using your headphone, right? So
Say that
I'm gonna
again.
play music real quick. I just want to let y'all let me know if y'all can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, jam.
You can hear it on yours. You can hear yours. All right. I'm gonna take one of these out so somebody ain't gonna be able to hear. I just want to figure out which one it is.
The music is the bomb, okay? Let me just say, as full disclosure, the music is the bomb. I love her music. Seriously.
It's her.
I love your
I'm
voice.
sweating.
And she has
Right,
the
it's her
best
voice.
voice.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
about
Keisha's
to
voice
get
too.
started.
Girl, I'm trying to drink some water to get it together.
Can everybody hear?
Yes. I can't hear me, but I can hear the music.
Can
I
you
need to
hear?
look at my cool cup.
Can you hear? Can you hear?
Huh?
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Oh, y'all can?
Yeah.
Are you saying the microphone? I can't hear the microphone. Are you saying, are we coming through?
Nah.
No, you
Oh,
good.
okay.
Just
Okay,
with the
cool. Yeah, I can
music.
Trying to
Yeah.
set up shop, you know what I mean?
And you guys get some candy if you want some.
All right, cool.
It's good candy. Not the grandma
Not the
candy.
kind of just sitting in your grandma's spot.
I did have grandma candy
Wow.
first, and I was like,
That
enough
was
of this.
good, too.
I was like, enough.
Can I put my cup in?
I love
Can I
this.
drink my water like this?
Let me see.
That's so me. It says, don't give a sip. Girl, what a day.
Katrina, can I have a coffee with Keena cup?
I want you to do it when we have to deal with Uwe coffee. You can do one that says like coffee with Keena and then say,
It is?
what's it like Uwe coffee? Ooh.
That would be dope.
It's called Uwe
I
coffee.
like that.
I didn't see them.
It's really good.
It's like-
Depending on your connection.
Man, Eastland, black all.
I be trying, but you not be tired.
TV in the room.
I do try. Thank you, cousin.
You guys good? You don't need nothing?
So super quick.
Okay, you're going to start with introductions? I mean, you're kind of like introductory.
Don't forget, Keena, to say throughout on Facebook Live, let them know we're only gonna be here, on Facebook Live for
So
about
I'm
15
supposed to tell you guys that I'm only gonna be on Facebook Live for about 10 minutes or so because
Why? You gotta get more comfortable. You know why.
this is so much.
Get us.
So basically, we're doing this whole TV version situation of the show, and so because of that, we can only do Facebook Live for a certain period of time.
There you go.
So we'll be doing Facebook Live for about 10 minutes. You can then listen to the rest of the show through SDM Live Unplugged.
And then you'll be able to see
We'll be
the
able
video
to see the video
coming soon.
coming soon.
So quick question. So are you interviewing both of them simultaneously?
Yes.
Okay.
More like it's 2 against 1, so she don't know yet that we gonna tag team her.
Okay.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
She's
like,
camera.
So I have really cool guests today. So that's Felicia. Wait, Felicia.
That question. Next, please.
Okay, wonderful. That's Vic in the corner because we can see him. And then that's Tinisha.
Hello.
And then see this the crew and everybody getting themselves situated. You know what I'm saying? We out here in these streets trying to get it right, get it tight. I'm just messing. Ooh, it allows me to tag you. You want to be tagged?
I want to be tagged.
Did it recognize my face?
Yeah, I really did. That's so creepy.
I know, it's
I don't like that.
It's like
It's
it
all
is.
in our business.
Let me see if I can put it on you long enough for it to tag you. It's probably the camera. I don't know what to do. I'll work it out and try to figure out how to find you. Don't laugh. Because this is a mess. How do you
Is
do
there anything in
it?
particular you want people to know about? I know we have the dates, the history, the times, the online information, but it's like anything else in particular you want
There's
us to
camping. We
know?
want to talk about the camping. We want
Okay.
to talk about tickets are on sale. We want to give them the website, which I need to right.
Keena, how do you tag someone?
It look like a tag, like a dog tag.
Oh, what? I'm trying to,
You should
tag
face
Felicia.
Go
But
to
it
her
didn't
face.
work. I think it's because the camera's in the way from my angle.
Oh, it's my sound.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm going.
Okay, no, I
Said, do you want to text her? No.
Oh, I did already.
Oh, Tanisha.
I did that one already.
Who you trying to tag now?
Felicia.
How did you,
That came up
You will
automatically.
say that. So I will make sure that I get something to talk about your fiscal sponsor. Okay.
And we are accepting donations.
So when we
It's not popping up.
because that'll
It should
all
pop
from you.
up.
Right.
So no,
It'll face
no,
recognize
fiscal
it.
sponsor.
It'd be alright.
Right now we have the Pentable.
So I'm gonna have the timer on.
Okay.
And you said one more.
So apparently doing this TV thing is a real big production.
Y'all all set?
I'm gonna be doing the breaks.
Whatever you want.
So-
If you can.
I'm off, right? Right now.
Yeah,
It's
you
off?
are.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be right here, giving you the countdown for the break. So I'm just gonna do 5. That means we have 5 minutes, and then you need to say, hey, you know, we're going to a break, and remember, just keep smiling.
5
stay
seconds or
intact
5
until
minutes?
He says, you know,
5 seconds or 5 minutes?
I'm gonna say 5 minutes.
5
I'll give you
minutes.
5 minutes, yeah, because you got to.
Okay.
So when I go like that, that means, and then if I do like this, that means that you went over your 5 minutes. and you
It's
need to
alright.
hurry it up.
It's alright. Okay.
Ceremonic.
I was watching this video on YouTube. There's a guy who's a motivational speaker. And so he was like, you know, when they hardly had anyone watching their YouTube videos, it was okay to make a lot of mistakes. No one really noticed what was going on. The more viewers he has like 1 million more viewers. The more viewers he had, the more issues of perfection he had to make the YouTube videos, because people will start commenting like, what's that in the background? Or if a word is spelled incorrectly in the post and stuff like that. And you don't realize that how important that stuff is.
It's the whole industry now.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. Everything's, you're gonna look at them, so you don't have to look at the camera. It's just kind of like,
I am so glad this mic is on this side. I'm so happy.
You ready, King? Just stay.
Yeah.
all right. So
I'm
let me
ready,
know.
I'm ready, I'm ready.
All right, you ready? We're all set.
All phones on silent. Alarms off.
Y'all coming in here?
No, I'm just doing the timer so I can start, and I'm coming back.
I'm gonna be able to see y'all.
I'll go
That's what
right.
I'm saying. I'm saying, y'all. Oh, you good? You not?
Yeah, I'm leaving, and I'm just when I count her down for the break, I could text you. So you know.
Yeah, I can just wave off the break.
So
I'm like
Everything
this.
is off.
when I do like this, when he does like this, that means.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because last time you sat right there, so then
Yeah.
I could see
I'm
when
like
she.
that.
Okay. And that'd be the
I'm
5
gonna do
minute
it right
marker.
here, so it won't be in the way.
And that'd be 5 minute
Yeah.
marker.
I got the timer going, so.
So how you don't have to do it? What? Now it's what every 10 minutes? Well, how do we do 15?
15.
We did 15.
Okay, I got it. Don't worry
Because
about it.
30 minutes. Okay. Do good.
Vic is like my best groupie ever. He know how to take the best pictures and post me right. Hey,
I love it. He's-
You said groupie?
But, you coming in?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to crack the door a little bit.
Yeah, you can. Y'all ready?
I didn't expect all of that. A lot. Sweating bullets and stuff in here.
Seriously. You still sweating?
You ain't talking about you still sweat bullets.
It's not that. You're perfect.
Whatever.
And here we go. We're going live.
And welcome back. We are here, Coffee with Keena on Tuesday, and I have 2 phenomenal women to share with you today. Now, it's going to be quite an interesting show because it's more of a showcase, broadcast, helping people out, building empires, and that's our plan. And so I'm going to start with Tinisha. So Tinisha is actually a filmmaker, and she's currently working on a film festival And I'm not even gonna describe it. I'm gonna let her describe it. But what I did was I brought on my good friend to help me tag team Tinisha. So I brought in Felicia. If you remember Felicia. Yes. So Felicia's been on the show like a few times, you know. She actually helped interview me on the first episode. She came in when I was on vacation to spearhead the show. And she helped critique the show to help me do better every week. And so it was important that we all came together. Because see, what happened was, one night, we all acted.
What happened was, we're going to talk about the glass details.
Yeah, so one night messed around and we all hung out by accident, okay? But I don't believe in chance or coincidence. I'm going to say it was led on purpose. And Felicia and I were supposed to be doing work. Instead, 6 hours later, we are chopping it up and having a good time about how we can build our community, what projects we're working on, what things we're trying to progress in our communities, how we can be better, do better, try harder. I mean, it's 6 hours later. You understand?
Literally. There was wine involved. You gotta.
That's true. Like 2, 3, 4. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is we had so much fun that I thought it'd be really cool to play that day over again in some way, shape, or form. And so one of the things that really took me aback is being from Los Angeles. Acting and the entertainment industry is such a big thing in Los Angeles. But where I grew up, it wasn't like you can just walk up to a filmmaker, producer, and just talk to them. That wasn't a thing. And so when I found out Tinisha was a filmmaker, I was like, oh, should I be starstruck? Because usually, in LA, that's how it is. You're supposed to be starstruck, right? And instead, she was cool and down to earth. And I just kept asking questions like, and what else? And so what else? And what else do you do? And so you need to tell me now. Okay, so let's start a little bit on who are you? Like, how did you grow up? Where are you from?
Well, I born and raised Detroit. I grew up mostly on the east side. I consider myself an east side and west side girl because I started off my early years on the west side. Joy Road and McKenzie area. I went to Barton Elementary. And then during my middle school years, I ended up going to Drew Elementary, which is over, I can't even remember where Drew is actually, but it's over near Kelly and Moraine or something, somewhere over there. I come from a family of 9 kids.
Really?
My mother has 9.
Nice.
My father has 5 girls, so I have tons and tons of siblings. I was the middle child on my mother's side, so I was always that weird, quirky type of kid that just, it was too many people around me. So I would go in the closet and I would write stories and, write poetry and things like that. And so fast forward, after I got out of school, I ended up, I had kids fairly young. I have 2 daughters, they're 22 and 19. So did the whole mother thing, raised them. Ended up going back to school to major in media arts and studies at Wayne State University.
Nice.
When I went to Wayne State, I got into this program which is called the Michigan Creative Film Alliance. And so it was actually a collaboration between Wayne State, U of M, and MSU. So the 3 film programs got together and we would put together a short film. So I was in that program for 2 years. The first year, I want to say I came in like maybe as a production assistant or something like that, but I ended up, I don't want to say taking over the whole production, but taking over the whole production. And I rose to like the producer or co-producer. They had to give me a producer credit. And so that's when I realized that I was really a strong producer. So the next year they basically just said, hey, you're going to be the producer over this project. And I want to add that project was funded by the Michigan Film and Digital Media Office. That's what it's called now. I forget what it was called back then. So basically it was a state-funded program during the time when we had the film incentives. So the goal was to keep filmmakers and creatives in Michigan. So after...
Wait, time out.
Okay.
How did you know filming was something you wanted to do, though?
Okay, good question. I can still not pinpoint the day that I decided to be a filmmaker. I've always been a storyteller. I've always been a writer. I've always been a poet. But I think that somewhere during when I was in school, I changed my major like 3 times when I was in college. Let's just get that out right now. So I started off like doing medical stuff, then I went into some electronic critique, which was like web design, then I transitioned into filmmaking. Okay, long story. So anyway, somewhere along that journey, filmmaking stuck. Filmmaking actually stuck when I became the producer over those projects. So that actually was the turning point where I realized this is what I needed to do.
Okay.
During the Michigan Creative Film Alliance years, we did, the first film was called Beauty Queen, and that film went on to win like 2 awards. I can't remember exactly what awards they were.
Yeah.
And then the second one, the film is called Downriver. That one won 5 awards at the Uptown Film Festival, which was in Birmingham at the time. And again, this is when the industry was kind of just really taking off in Michigan.
Yeah.
And then we won a couple awards at the Blue Water Film Festival up north somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So after that point in life, I actually took some time off from film. I started working a regular 9 to 5. I was working for a mortgage restoration company and found myself very dissatisfied in life altogether. Bored out my mind. That was the worst job I ever had in my life.
Oh, wow.
It was terrible. And so it was like all the creativity and all that stuff was just dying. You know, I'm sitting there punching in numbers. I was literally looking at pictures of abandoned homes for a living.
Oh,
And
wow.
I don't want to be harsh, but like on some occasions we would look at the toilets of these abandoned homes, and that was my daily routine. So it was like
toilet.
yeah, and you know what people leave in toilets.
Yes,
so, yeah.
yes, ma'am.
So anyway, so from there, I ended up as the economy changed, because you know we had the mortgage crisis and everything crashed, and so that's when I ended up working there, and they got rid of the incentives, so the film thing went away. So the economy starts getting better.
Yeah.
So economy starts getting better. I ended up getting laid off from the mortgage restoration job. And so after I got laid off from that, I was like, hallelujah, you know. I'm not gonna pretend like I was sad. I was like literally smiling on my way out the door, like, Jesus Christ, I want to get out of that.
Right.
And so I ended up actually calling my professor from Wayne State that I had worked with before on those other projects, and I said, her name is Juanita Anderson. She still works at Wayne State. She's head of the Media Arts and Production department there. And so I called her and I said, hey, I'm out of a job. I'm looking for work. Do you have anything for me, or do you know of anything? And so she said, well, I'm working on this project with Family Pictures USA, which is a PBS production.
Oh, wow.
She's like, it's just a production assistant. I said, I don't care, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know, and so I got back into film through that. I went on there and I, of course, excelled and ended up being a producer's assistant and just going beyond what my job role was, because, you know, that's what I do.
You know, history short. No.
And so, long story short, I got the bug, and I've been doing freelance work and doing videography and all that stuff since then.
Nice.
I'm gonna let you guys take over now.
Oh, I'm gonna let Felicia take
I feel
over.
like I just been talking for 2
I mean,
years.
that's amazing. I mean, to find your passion, that's amazing. So, we both know that you're working on an incredibly cool project.
Yes.
And we definitely want you to elaborate on that. You have this big idea of this big project, passion project that's coming up. So elaborate a little bit about that. Okay.
So the project that I'm working on is called the Idlewild International Film Festival.
Yes.
And that is Alicia is a proud sponsor of the Idlewild International
Yes.
Film
My favorite project to
Festival.
sponsor
To
this
have
year.
her. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
And so basically that project evolved from a camping trip that I took last summer.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Before you start,
Okay.
because people have heard, including myself, have heard of a film festival. What is a film festival?
Okay, cool. Good question. A film festival basically is like a festival of different series of films. So for my festival, a lot of different people submit films to the festival, like independent filmmakers.
Okay.
So we put out a call for films to be submitted, and then they submit their work. So for mine, it's international. So I have films from all over the world that have been submitted to this festival.
Wow.
Right now, I have 70 films in my queue, and it's growing. We still have a couple more. A couple more weeks to go. So we won't show 70 films. We pick the ones that fit into our mission, and also the best quality and what it will fit into our audience, and that's how we determine what goes into the programming.
Time out. So I'm an attorney and all, but I don't really know too much about life, and so well, at least not everything. Yeah. So because I feel like there's a difference between a filmmaker, the individual who creates a film and actually submits it to a film festival.
Exactly.
But what you're telling me today is you are coordinating and organizing the actual film festival.
Right. Yes, so you are 100% accurate. Those are two separate things.
Right.
So because I have a background in fundraising, event planning, collections, storytelling. So I have this background that made me the perfect candidate to do this type of work.
Nice.
So that's why I don't mind asking for money. That's what you have to do when you are doing this type of work.
Because you're fundraising.
Yeah.
And you're actually fundraising to create a space where independent filmmakers can submit their work.
Women filmmakers. It's important to say women filmmakers. It is a women film festival, which means that the role, we have to have an above the line role. We don't want the below the line. We need a producer, we need a director, we need a screenwriter.
That has to be a woman.
Yes, and actually also a director of photography, because there are not enough women director of photographies, and that's a whole nother show we'll get into at a later date.
All right, part 2.
We need women in those types of positions of power, as I call it.
Wow. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nice.
So well, what is the mission of this film festival? Can you share that?
Yeah. So basically, the mission of, I would say, my organization, which is called the Cinematic Griot Collective, which is a network of filmmakers, artists, and other creatives that put together their talents to build something. So basically, we all work together. Like, this person knows how to do music, this person knows how to edit, this person knows how to do film. So we put all these skills together, and we put together this film festival. And so our mission is to create or to showcase.
That's so cool.
Our
You're
mission
so
is to
creative,
showcase.
girl.
I don't know if it's creativity or insanity, but we just work it. Yeah.
I love it. That's amazing.
Yeah. So our mission is to just showcase culturally relevant work. We don't want to showcase the corny stuff that I hate the regular stuff that's on television.
Right.
I don't mean to sound like a snob, but I like diverse stories. I love foreign films because I feel like they're so much deeper.
Exactly.
They are so much deeper. And so our mission is to showcase culturally relevant work. We have one film, which is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, it's called Afro Beats Bokusa.
Wow.
And I may be pronouncing it wrong, so forgive me, filmmaker. But it's one of our submissions. It was filmed in Cuba, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it has all this music and this culture and all these beautiful black people. And, I just can't wait to show that to the world, to everyone who comes to the festival. So it's that type of content that I don't think we're exposed to enough.
Yeah.
And so that's my mission, and that's our mission.
But can you imagine being the filmmaker and hearing someone else say, I can't wait to showcase your work?
Exactly.
I probably shouldn't say that, but favoritism, but it is one of the things that fits perfectly into the mission of the festival. It does.
But it's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate every submission I get. I watch every submission. I don't judge them. I have one judge who is actually my professor, Juanita Anderson. She's judging them. And I have another judge who is Charles Sajinsky, who is an Emmy award-winning producer who's also judging them.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.